Hey friends, so what you're about to hear is 4 hours of us cut down to hopefully less than 2 hours. We took this opportunity to decompress after family vacations over the holidays, and we definitely did our best to try to rein everything in and actually get through the stories, but it took quite a bit of wrangling. So hopefully some of this episode makes sense. We really did our best to try to get back on topic every time we strayed from the path. Didn't always go very well, so good luck listening to whatever comes out of this. I have yet to edit it. There's 4 hours of footage for me to go through, so good luck to everyone listening. Good luck to me. Enjoy the episode.
Should I just roll into it then, and we'll
And maybe,
explain what's happening?
yeah, and maybe take a shot first and then.
I don't have any. Okay, listen. I have shitty tequila, and I'm not going to do shots with it without a chaser. And the only chaser I have right now is beer, and I feel like I'm going to just throw up if I do that. So,
Yeah, oh god, I don't want to hear you throw up.
the second thing is I was going to have a present for you today, but
Oh
I ordered the wrong thing, and I
no!
can make it work, but I have to get something else. So,
Wait. Oh my
um,
gosh, you got me something. That's so sweet. What the heck? You
I mean,
didn't
it's
tell
more for
me
the
we were doing
podcast than
gifties.
you, but
Wait, what?
it's more for the podcast than for you. But
Oh. Well, Ruth, you also told me the other day that we were co-hosts, not friends. Well,
no, I was.
you didn't say that explicitly, but I felt it.
I was definitely joking.
I know. Good.
Cool. Okay.
Okay.
Let's try this one more time.
Slide
Welcome to the
into
Horror
that-
Corner, everybody, where we talk about horrifying things. Some include murder. Some include just crime.
Also
that-
ghosts and...
Oh, hang on, I'm getting there.
I'm sorry. Go.
This is a little bit of a special episode. Wow. To kick off the year. I'm gonna be getting immensely drunk because I have 4 beers in front of me, and we'll see how that goes.
Wow.
Elle, are you also intoxicated in some way?
Yes, I am intoxicated, and it is perfectly legal, but I don't want to admit on air in case,
The cops are listening.
yeah, well, in case potential employers.
In case
but,
the government can hear us.
yeah, but it's also legal. So everyone, it's green and it's legal in Washington. Let's just leave it at that. But yeah, it'll be.
You know, a sneak peek for a future Patreon episode. I found out that CBD oil is legal in Philadelphia.
Idaho.
What state is that?
That's Pennsylvania, my friend.
You're right. Wow.
Are you? Wait, I thought that you said that you hadn't started drinking yet.
I'm also jet lagged. Leave me alone.
Oh,
It's 10 o'clock at night for me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're recording at night for once, so I also had a
Yeah.
full shift at work, so I'll be doubly lost in my notes today, which have a lot of scratches. So I was on a plane, and there was a lot of turbulence, so we'll see.
Oh my, okay, was the turbulence fun? Do you think that turbulence is fun? Because I think it's fun.
No.
Oh my god, okay.
I hate turbulence.
So here is my theory on that, is that I, was not allowed to ride roller coasters and stuff as a kid because of, spine issues. I'm disabled and in a wheelchair. I don't know if I said that on air before. Probably.
I think you did. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I want to get it out there that I'm not an able-bodied person. So, God. But, oh yeah, turbulence. So I, never really got to experience roller coasters. So, the idea of, being in the air and, the floor under you is kind of shaking. I'm like, ooh, this is my version of the roller coaster. But
Okay, I can see where you're coming from, but
yeah.
I'm more of a statistically, the airplane is the most safe vehicle you can be in, but still you could die.
Oh,
Camp,
yeah.
so,
Yeah. Yeah. I do think of that, and then I'm like, I'm not gonna die. It's fine.
yeah.
Knocking on wood. That's me.
Okay, I was like,
God.
somebody there?
Is that the police?
Yeah, so in the spirit of flying in turbulence and me not knowing where states are, I went to the East Coast for vacation
Mm-hmm.
and spent a couple of days with my dad's family, spent a couple of days with my immediate family. Combined, it was a little bit too much vacation for me, but I did get to see some cool stuff.
Oh, nice.
And now I just need a night to get real drunk, I guess.
Yeah. I was about to say reacclimated, but you went the other way, so.
Oh, no.
Need to get drunk. I mean, yeah, that's exactly what I did when I got home, too.
Yeah, just a little bit. Relax, let loose a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to me while I was away, but I came back and I was like the saddest I've ever been for like 2 days. Well, oh wait, I
always get that way too. Like for some reason, like sure, being with my family is stressful, but also like we're doing sometimes, not all the time, doing a lot of fun stuff, and I just get like
exactly.
kind of like a mood high, and then I come back and I'm like here alone because my roommate's never back before I am, so I'm like. Oh,
I know. Yeah, I was like, when I was flying back, I'm like, do I feel lonely for my parents? What?
Exactly. Yeah, it's just like constantly being around people, and then you're just like
home alone. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, my roommate's gonna be back soon, and yeah.
Yeah. But we should tell people, Cody, that we are having a special Patreon episode, so we should save our Xmas stories.
Yeah,
so
I'm definitely gonna.
I want to tell you.
That.
I want to tell you what happened to me so bad, but we have to wait. Cool.
So maybe we should move into our story now. Before I ramble and talk about what we are going to talk about in our Christmas episode, because we don't want to do that yet. We don't want to give that away.
No, we can't.
Along the lines of kidnapping, we're going to be talking about someone who disappeared.
Ooh.
We don't know if he was kidnapped. It's unknown. Unsolved.
But,
okay, let's see how much I remember this, because I wrote these 3 weeks ago.
Oh my... Wow.
What day is it?
It's
Cody, what
4th?
day did you fly out? Come on. It doesn't matter how long ago it was. It doesn't matter. We'll get through it. Okay, ready? Go. Let's turn back the clock a little bit.
What happened
not 1 year.
To the time machine, Cody? I want to go in the time machine.
Yes, okay. We're in the time machine. I assume.
And I want a lot of turbulence.
I'm jumping ahead of myself. I assumed that we were already in it, and I was going to turn back the dial.
Oh, okay.
So, okay. Get into the time machine. Are we there?
Yes.
Are we there?
Yeah.
Are we there?
Please
okay.
give me turbulence. I want turbulence.
We're going to turn the dial. Is it a dial? What is it? We don't have time for this. Turn the dial, not 1 year, not 2 years, not 3 years, but 4 years. Is that right? Yeah, because we're still at the start of 2020. Also, 9 minus 5 is 2014. So 5 years. I'm sorry.
Somehow I knew this was going to happen.
Okay, math is not my strong suit.
Wait, I need to open my cookies. Hold on.
In 2014, a man named Lars Mittank, not to be confused with Miltank from Pokemon, joined his friends on a trip to the seaside resort of Golden Sands, Bulgaria for vacation. Lars was born on February 19th, 1986 in Germany. He loved sports and supported his local football soccer team /soccer team. I'm going to mess this up so bad. The Werder Bremen, a.k.a. the Green Whites. Little contradictory, but sure.
The Green Whites. Oh my God.
He had a lot of friends, a girlfriend, a fairly good job at the local power plant, and visited his parents often. I mean, he's a pretty popular guy. One article described him as essentially there was nothing unusual about him.
Okay.
And that article was written on.
Really fast.
Yeah.
What is a okay? I've heard of power plants, but like, what do you actually do in a power plant? Are they like what are they? I guess.
I don't know. I guess they flip a switch when someone needs power. That's probably not
Yeah. It just sounds like it could be like, oh, supplying electricity, or it could be like nuclear power creation.
You know what I found out?
What?
My dad knows a guy who works for like a nuclear power regulation group.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Which is very important, but also freaks me the fuck out. Like,
yeah.
Do you constantly just do routine checks at nuclear power plants that could like melt down at any second? Like, what do you do if it's not up to regulation? Like,
oh my god, yeah.
Do you leave? Do you shut it down? What happens if a nuclear power plant isn't enough to regulate? These are questions for another time.
Yeah.
I don't think he worked at a nuclear power plant. There's no information about that. But yeah, the article described that there was nothing unusual about him, and that's from mailmagazine.com. And the article was written on 4/20, 2018. So, on June 30th, 2014, Lars joined his friends on a trip to the seaside resort of Golden Sands, Bulgaria for vacation. The trip went well. Lars hung out on the beach, swam in the pool, played soccer, and went out to clubs with 5 former schoolmates. And according to his friends, the week went by in no time. But there was something off about Lars in hindsight. All of his friends looked back and were like, yeah, I mean, there was something strange about him. Like, in 2016, one friend reported that Lars didn't eat much over the week, but that was pretty much it. Like, everything was fine except for that, really. Okay. On the last day of their trip, Lars announced that he had changed his travel plans. Instead of flying back to Germany with his friends on July 7th, yeah, that's the number 7. It's scribbled out. He would stay a few more days in Bulgaria. Because a couple days ago, Lars had gotten into a fight, or how do I read things? The night before they were supposed to leave, Lars had gotten into a fight.
Oh, I thought you meant like a couple of days ago. Funny. Okay.
No.
Sorry. Keep going.
Yeah. The night before they were supposed to leave, Lars had gotten into a fight with 4 men who were also from Germany. They were all staying in like the same hostel. They got in a fight over his favorite team, which was the Werder Bremen, the Green Whites.
No. Oh,
totally contradicts itself. While theirs was the Bayern Munich, which I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it's less contradictory.
It says Munich in it, so if you know what Munich
is. That's cheese, right? I don't know.
That's the capital of Germany.
Really?
Munich?
I'm an idiot.
that's cheese, right? So funny. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Let me get a drink.
Yeah. Well, do you think you can handle it? Just kidding. I'm just over here eating my cookies and being like, I'm loving my cookies.
I don't know if I'm going to get through this without getting totally blasted, but we'll see.
Oh, God. Okay.
So, well, I'm still my first one. Leave me alone.
No.
Maybe Bayern's like a doctor anyways, doesn't matter. He got in a fight with them on July 6th, just one day before they were supposed to leave, and due to a ruptured eardrum he suffered as a result of the fight, Lars decided to stay, claiming it was the doctor's orders that he shouldn't fly because of it.
Oh, God. Okay.
This doctor also prescribed him the antibiotic for the eardrum rupture thing called cefuroxime.
Okay.
It sounds like Sephora, but it's not. Just trust me on this.
It's not Sephora? Oh, God.
No. I'm sorry.
What's Sephora been selling me?
His friends offered to change their plans to stay with him, but Lars insisted that he's okay and that they should travel as planned. So, he checked into a cheap hotel, and this is when his erratic behavior was first documented. it was caught on the hotel's security cameras. So police were able to look back on and like ask the hotel for their footage.
Okay.
And they were able to like see some of this. So this is how they know that he only spent one night at the hotel, but appeared to be paranoid and frightened, texting his mom, saying that he didn't feel safe and that she should cancel his credit cards. He also claimed that he was hiding from 4 men who were supposedly following him, asking him where some pills were. Okay. And when the police checked all the security footage after he disappeared, they observed him pacing up and down in the front entrance hall of the hotel, looking out the window, hiding in the elevator, just generally very paranoid, and just everyone was looking at this footage like, what the fuck? Around 1 a.m., Lars left the hotel for 1 hour, and to this day, nobody knows where he went during that period of time.
Ew, I don't
He called
like
his mom again. What?
Oh, I said I don't like that.
Oh, no. Absolutely not. He called his mom again as dawn broke to tell her that the people coming after him were getting close.
Oh, God. Okay.
Lars headed to the airport to fly home on the morning of July 8th, and he texted his mom again, saying that he made it to the terminal, and then went to the airport doctor to check one more time that he would be okay to fly, because of his ear. And the airport doctor, Dr. Kostov? Turbulence was real bad. Examined him and determined that Lars's ear was fine and that he could fly. But he also reported later that Lars seemed paranoid, that Lars, quote, didn't trust the medication that he had been given for the ear pain, end quote. Quote, it was a standard checkup, but he was really nervous and erratic, end quote.
Yeah.
A construction worker who was working the airport to refurbish whatever, came into the office and reported that later that Lars had said, quote, I don't want to die here. I have to get out of here, end quote. Then he suddenly jumped up from his chair and left the room, leaving his bags behind.
And why would the doctor let him fly?
Oh, because his ear was fine.
But, like, if he
came in for his ear, he's not going to say, oh, you're paranoid, don't fly.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I guess so. If I was,
I don't know. I mean, the doctor didn't observe him like roaming around that hotel either. He just came in and said, like, oh, he just kind of seems kind of nervous, but like, he might be off balance because of his ruptured eardrum. Like,
okay, yeah,
I don't know,
but not like he's in a psychotic break, but he's fine.
Like his ear's fine to fly. Okay. Maybe he's not, but his ear's fine.
Yeah.
But regardless of whatever the doctor said, he left his bags behind, and he ran past the boarding gates, the check-in desks, baggage claims, and I don't know what that says. It's okay. He ran all the way through the main airport entrance, across the parking lot, and into the grove of trees that surrounded the terminal.
Oh, wow.
The trees that are closely packed together, obscuring him from anyone who might be coming after him, or later on, anyone who might be watching on the security tapes. And he disappeared pretty quickly into the trees. That said, he did have to climb over an 8-foot barbed wire fence. Ooh. So, yeah. So,
he's going to leave some evidence behind, I'm guessing.
I mean, maybe? I don't know.
Oh.
Lars Mittank was last seen on July 8th, 2014, leaving Varna Airport wearing a yellow t-shirt, brown shorts, and sneakers. He is 180 centimeters, or 5 feet 9 inches, with a longish face, brown eyes, and a wide nose, and he has short blonde hair. He's of average build, 180 pounds, and he left behind his wallet, cell phone, and passport in his backpack. So, if you have any information, feel free to pass it on to the police in Bulgaria. You can look up their website. They've got information there for you. But now I want to talk about the medication and a couple of theories that people have. So, the medication, sulforazine, I don't know.
Sephora.
500 milligrams was prescribed to him.
Mm-hmm.
It was a routine antibiotic for ear infections, that says car infections, that sometimes causes routine side effects such as nausea or diarrhea, but these side effects are easily avoided and alleviated by taking the drug with food. Okay. So no link to paranoia or hallucinations that which people suspect Lars was experiencing at the time of his disappearance.
Yeah.
Dr. Jeff Conan, a specialist in physical therapy and injury prevention, said that Lars might have suffered a concussion in combination with his ruptured eardrum from the fight, which definitely can cause confusion and anxiety. Mm-hmm. But he also is quoted to say, however, odd behavior isn't usually this extreme a few days after an incident. It takes years, or it happens after multiple hits to the head over time. Mm-hmm. End quote. So whatever happened to him, maybe it happened during the fight, maybe it happened for, like, if he played sports or something, maybe he got hit in the head one too many times. Mm-hmm. But if anything, if the one hit from the fight was the thing to cause it, it shouldn't have taken that long to kick in. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Or, like, to kick in that extremely, because it could have been more extreme directly after the fight, but maybe not a couple of days after when he was running away.
Yeah, for sure.
So that was the main, like, inconsistency in his behavior versus, like, what could have caused it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the other thing is that Dr. Kostov said that Lars didn't even fill the prescription. Oh. So if there's anyone speculating that the medication caused his paranoia, hallucination, all that stuff, he didn't even fill the prescription, so he never even took it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna close my window. It's too fucking cold for this.
I'm gonna crack open my next beer. Ooh, I got beer all over my notes. It's okay. Lars's mom theorizes that the fight, quote, stressed him out, end quote, and brought out sleeping symptoms that he previously had not exhibited. So, like, stuff that...
Sleeping?
Excuse me. Yeah, like, stuff that he may not have been showing before, but they were just kind of, like, there dormant.
Oh, okay.
It's like people dormant, break. Maybe they've always been sort of psychotic, but, like, it's sleeping.
Yeah, like something
until that break, and then it kind of, like, breaks out, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So... people on the internet all over the place theorize whether or not he could have survived in the forest where he ran out to. Mm-hmm. Lars knew how to hunt, fish, and trap, so he would have known how to survive the, quote, elements or whatever. Mm-hmm. And but summers in Varna, Bulgaria are also very less than comfortably warm. Yeah. So temperatures can get up to the mid 90s, and it's very hard to survive in that sort of temperature without any, like, supplies. Yeah. But there is a river nearby that he could have possibly used to sustain himself. Mm-hmm. Though without food or shelter, he would have still been pretty worse off. Mm-hmm. Police searched the area with cadaver dogs and drones with no success. Some believe he planned his disappearance, while some believe he took drugs and freaked out and overdosed. And some believe Lars was a victim of human trafficking. Okay. So here's the thing about human trafficking in Bulgaria. Bulgaria has one of the highest rates of human trafficking in the European. What are words? In the EU. EU. Yes. It's very dangerous and very common. Yeah. So he could have been a victim of human trafficking, and no one could have known. There were actually several people that the police or, like, people reported to look like Lars. Okay. And that could have been Lars, but they always turned out to be somebody else. Like, they looked like spitting images of Lars with, like, longer hair and, like, maybe a beard because they've been out in the elements for a while. Yeah. But they always turned out to be, like, someone from somewhere else or, like, this other missing person. So
Mhm.
Uh,
Question, super fast.
yeah.
Did they think that did they theorize that the human trafficking was going on long term, or just like in those few days that he was freaking out?
Well, I suspect since it has one of the highest rates of human trafficking, it's an ongoing thing.
Hmm.
That someone happened to like pick him up on like a road or something
Yeah.
coming away from the airport.
Oh,
Because
okay.
airports are huge hubs, right,
Oh,
for
yeah.
human trafficking,
I
right?
can
Like that's
imagine.
where people are trying to ship people out of the country so that there's
Oh,
absolutely no way for them to find them. So like
God.
what I don't really have like an idea
Hmm.
of what happened. I didn't really get this far in terms of like theorizing, but
Okay.
if human trafficking was going to be the thing that happened, someone like could have. There's probably like a side road on the other side of the forest. He made it to the other side of the forest, and someone like picked him up,
Okay.
asking him, "Hey, are you okay? Do you want to go somewhere? Like, do you need me to take you somewhere?" And him
Yeah.
in his paranoid state could have been like, "Yes, I need to get away from these men."
Yeah.
Like, even though he's really distressful to everybody, he could have been like, "This is my only way to get out, to escape."
Uh-huh.
Like, he's gonna take this ride from this person who is then going to drive him somewhere else, whether that's the
Yeah.
airport or somewhere else. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. To.
he's at least away from the place that these men can find him,
Hmm.
that he thinks are following him.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Well,
Um,
shoot.
yeah. So again, another theory is that like there was some possible undiagnosed / undisclosed mental disorder or side effect of illegal or legal drugs,
Hmm.
legal or illegal drugs,
Hmm.
such as the Green Devil. Um,
Wait,
is that what
they
it's
really
called?
thought
I
that
don't
it
know.
was. You mean
Uh,
devil's lettuce?
yes, thank you.
Yeah. Wait, so they thought that
I'm
weed
hip.
would have made him
I'm
go
cool.
that crazy?
No, I mean, there's other things that he could have done. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's things that is legal in that area.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think.
Yep.
I know it's legal in parts of Europe,
Yeah.
but like other illegal drugs could have been like heroin or cocaine or something.
Okay, got it.
They're just saying like
Yeah.
of drugs in general, whether it was legal or illegal.
Okay.
But pretty much the consensus is that Lars took a serious enough hit to the head that he probably got a concussion,
Mhm.
and in combination with whatever drug / alcohol / lack of sleep on the trip because
Mhm.
they were having a good time.
Yeah.
Who knows what sort of mindset Lars was in by the time he arrived at the airport on July 8th, 2014.
Mm-hmm.
So I have an acronym here that I don't know what it means again because I write all these things down and can't remember what they mean.
That's okay.
I know it definitely does not say creepypasta, so we can roll that out.
Probably not.
It's ATOW.
ATOW.
At time of writing.
What?
At time of writing. I got it.
Whoa! I love that. I'm gonna start using that. ATM. Yeah.
ATOW.
At time of writing. Okay.
Yeah. So at time of writing, I think it's supposed to be at time of reading, really, because I didn't look at like current articles. I don't. The article was written in 2018.
Okay.
And to me, that was current enough.
Yeah.
But in that article, his mom still has hope. And there are several internet pages / groups dedicated to finding Lars.
Mm-hmm.
He was 28 years old when he went missing in 2014, and he would be 23 now in 2019 / 2020 because his birthday's in February.
33?
In what?
You said that he was 28 at the time that he went missing, and he would be 23 now.
30. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm like, is he gonna jump in a time machine too? I don't know.
Oh my god, the more the merrier.
Yeah.
But
and
again,
then we
the
can bring him
description.
home to his mama. Oh.
Yeah.
I
So
wish her
again,
time
the
machine was
description
real.
is that he is 100. Wow. He is 180 centimeters or 5 feet 9 inches with a longish face and brown eyes and a wide nose, and he had short blonde hair at the time that he went missing.
Mm-hmm.
This very well could have changed. So, but yeah, if you find him, call the police.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the end of my story.
Okay. Dang it. I was hoping for some kind of, and they found him. But.
Well, like they found a bunch of people that looked like him, but they always turned out to be somebody else.
Huh. I wonder.
I'm sorry.
Have there been any, like, paranormal, like, thoughts about it from
Oh, I'm
certain sectors.
sure. I
Yeah.
did not dive into the forums because I wrote this on the plane and I didn't have access to the internet.
Oh yeah.
But I bet you there were some paranormal theorists out there. And I did say at the beginning, disclaimer, that
Mhm.
this is unsolved, so that's on you
Yeah.
for not remembering.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah. I mean, it just like there being like a lot of people who look exactly like him, that makes me think about like doppelgangers and
Oh,
stuff.
absolutely.
So,
Doppelgangers, alien clones.
mm,
Oh, man.
yeah, anything in the X-Files, basically. Well, thank you.
Cool.
A very
Should I
good
just.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one that's like perplexed me for a really long time.
Yeah, yeah, it just
It's
seems
like definitely
weird.
the footage is shown in a lot of those like top 5 creepiest videos on the internet or whatever.
Oh, are the videos, can I like take a
Yes.
second to watch one of the videos?
They're on the internet, yeah. If you
Okay.
just look up Lars Mittank,
Lars
Lars Mittank, and listeners, you can look this up as well.
Yeah.
I won't post, but definitely
Okay.
look it up because it's kind of creepy just watching him just bolt out of the airport.
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Is there only 54 seconds of footage all? Wait.
Something like that, yeah. It's not very long.
Oh god, he's just booking it. What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh baby. Is the footage of him on the hotel or in the hotel still? Is that up?
I don't know where that footage is, but this is the airport footage. Like the most common one that's shown is the airport footage.
Oh god.
But yeah, it's like part of the like top 5 creepiest videos on the internet, or like top 10 whatever on the internet.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's very easily found.
Yeah.
I just like I see in every single top whatever video, and I'm just like,
Mhm.
I showed it to my grandma, and she's like, "How do you know this is real?" And I'm like, "Bitch, please."
Oh god. Sorry.
Don't make me stay up tonight. Like literally,
Yeah.
This is what keeps me up at night. Fake videos on the internet.
Oh my god.
Like real videos on the internet that I can't wrap around my head. That I'm just like, what if they're fake?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This is what happened when I came out as gay. I was watching all these videos. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gay. Like I'm proud, and I'm just like, fake. Like, don't make me get back to that.
Yeah, I also had that a lot, partially because my mom was telling me, "Oh, you're not really gay," so that did something too. But also,
Yeah, it was like I'm the only gay person that I knew, so it's just like, oh, look at all these people on the internet, like camaraderie. Like
I know.
I finally have a family and a group, and it's just like fake.
Yeah.
Like my mind was just the entire time just telling me those aren't real people. They're fake. You're alone. You're not real.
Oh, like literally
And so now I'm
fake,
just
like robots.
Fuck you, Grandma.
Oh no. Oh.
I will not get back to that mindset. I did not like that time of my life.
Yeah, no, that does not sound fun. Okay, I'm gonna go make some more coffee so that I'm not totally out of it. All right, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Smoke me.
Okay. Okay, I can do this. We got this. Okay, so I'm just gonna give you a little bit of a background about how this experience was for me researching this. This story like pretty much sums up all of my greatest fears in one, and I will see if you can guess what my greatest fear is based off of these elements.
Okay.
Okay, we got home intrusion.
Okay.
We got children.
Okay.
We got not knowing if you need to intervene or run away.
Okay.
And the evil eye. Can you guess?
Children.
Just children. Do you have any like adjectives maybe?
No.
Any colors? Any body part?
No.
Okay. Well, it's the black-eyed kids.
Oh no.
Yes.
No. Okay,
Yes.
let me crack open. Hold on. Let me crack open my drink.
Okay.
I can't.
Is this your? Well, I don't want to directly out you for the number of beers that you've had, but
That's
is this
okay,
your
they're not
fifth
tall
one?
boys. This is my fourth one.
Oh, okay, okay. I keep thinking that you're
Um,
like on your sixth or something, but I don't
oh
think
no,
you.
no.
I don't think you'd be talking to me right now.
Here's the thing. My friend, for Christmas, I didn't know what to get her. And she didn't know what to get me. So I made her handmade custom cookies. And she got me a 24-pack of Rainier. So
Oh,
this is Christmas.
that's so sweet.
Yeah.
It's a very good friend.
So
Friendship.
I'm working through that currently. I think I'm about 4 left.
Oh my god, nice. That's like, oh, I have soda in my fridge right now. Hold on. Guess what?
What?
I
Chicken butt. I'm sorry.
I am done.
I'm so sorry.
I forgot what I was gonna say, but that's probably good because we need to do the story.
Yes.
I need to terrify you about the black-eyed kids.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you get scared when you're drunk?
No.
Okay, good. Good.
I will make a zillion more jokes though, so
Okay.
better move fast.
Okay, cool. What can you tell me about the black-eyed kids that you already know?
They come to your door and ask to use your phone, and if you don't let them in, they give you cancer.
It's actually yes and no. It's if you let them in, then they give you cancer.
Oh, R.I.P. Okay, I'm never
Sorry.
letting anyone in my house ever.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Are you okay?
I just choked on my own fucking saliva.
Ah.
Okay. Yeah, see, I can kill myself without letting anyone into my apartment. I just have to sit there and breathe until I choke.
You could literally
on my
die in
spit.
2 inches of water. Like, you could be in the fucking
bathtub. Anyways, okay. Or you could die because you get skin cancer from the black-eyed kids. Bam!
Yeah.
Brought it back. God.
Transition.
Yes. Okay, so the black-eyed kids, otherwise known as the black-eyed children, otherwise known as BEK, otherwise known as BEC.
I just keep waiting for you to say also known as the Black Eyed Peas.
Oh,
And I know that's not right, and I'm so
people
sorry.
think of yeah. Okay.
I love the Black Eyed Peas. Like, they were legit, like,
yeah.
my mom's favorite music when I was growing up. She fucking loved the Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah, there was this one
listen to
song.
them.
I forget what song it was, but yeah, we played it.
Then they did a collab with Justin Bieber, and then I fell in love with them, so then all we listened to was the Black Eyed Peas, and my sister was like,
oh my god.
can we not?
Wow.
But then she would just put on Wicked, and we're like, can you not?
Yeah. I swear to God, like, every website that I used to research this, like, had to clarify, like, no, this is in no way related to the Black Eyed Peas.
Oh my god.
Funny. But anyways, okay. So, black-eyed children are not the Black Eyed Peas children, but they are children who, A, seem incredibly off and uncanny, and like posed and like they're not like real human beings or real children. B, they ask to come into your house or your car usually. And then C, they have black eyes, meaning no irises and no white spaces. Not just that they have like really dark colored irises. It's like the whole eye is black.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah. It's no good. So I just want to say that the main sources I used this time were Wikipedia, less than usual, because it's not very long. Surprisingly, the Huffington Post, UK.
What?
Or HuffPost. I think HuffPost is more of their, like, isn't it their kind of,
Puff pieces.
pop pieces, yeah.
Yeah.
It would be more impressive if it made the Huffington. But also HuffPost. Also Thought Catalog. Also, ATWWD.
I love that podcast. Real quick, shout out to ATWD. ATWWD.
Yeah. Other sources include random memories that I have from researching BEK over the years. Also, I took a nap and I fell asleep listening to the Two Girls One Ghost podcast. And I
love that podcast.
I love that podcast now. I don't know what it was, but
I tried it.
I tried it once, and then I didn't like it as much as ATWWD. So I'm like, oh, it's not worth it. But the
thing about them is like they're not like strictly comedy. They're like very I don't know. For some reason, it's more creepy because they don't make it like they don't laugh about it.
And they don't try to make it funny. Yeah.
It's just that much more creepy.
Yeah.
So like I can only listen to it sometimes because I literally got nightmares after like a week of listening to them, and I was like, no, thank you.
Have you listened to the Black Tapes?
No.
It's so good, dude. But if Two Girls One Ghost freaks you out, it might freak you out because it's like the premise is that it's a news radio show, but it's fictional.
I hate that.
It's fictional, and
is it like Welcome to Night Vale, but like actually scary?
Yes. It's like, so the premise is that there's this reporter investigating, this paranormal investigator, and all these weird-ass things that are happening, and they kind of get roped into it through her reporting, because it's supposed to be a fictional investigative podcast.
Yeah, no, there's this YouTube channel that's like Little Miss Sunshine Girl or whatever, and it's like, her mom gets really into it too, and she's like pretending that like her house is haunted. And like after a while I'm like super creeped out. And I really like got past 5 episodes, and the episodes aren't very long, and I was just like, no thank you.
I fucking
but it's like
love
one of the
that
top
shit.
5 creepiest YouTube series, and it's just like it's very
that
creepy.
to me?
Can I send it to you?
Yeah.
Yes, I will.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay.
We're very off topic.
I am 3 bullets in, dude. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
We got this. No, it's my fault too. We can do it. We can do it. It's only 9:30.
Okay.
Okay.
We started recording at 6:45.
Oh my god. Good thing it's a Saturday.
Is my
we are
recording
responsible and we're at home in safe environments. This is how you do it.
We've literally been
kids.
recording for 3 hours almost. Like, I swear to God.
Yeah. This is a safe, fun way to experiment with drugs and alcohol, kids. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're underage, I don't want to... Yeah. Okay. Just be safe.
We don't condone underage non-safety.
Yes. Yeah. And my point is that this is, like, a good example of
I was trying to think of, like, what's the opposite of safety? Danger?
Danger.
Underage danger?
Oh, I gotta write that down, dude. That has to be in her... Underage danger!
Underage danger.
I fucking love that. Oh, I have all of these poems on this notepad about how my bodily autonomy was taken from me as a child, and now I'm just gonna write underage underage danger.
Non-safety, aka underage danger.
Oh God. God, I'm still going through my sources. Okay. Other sources that I tried to use but that I couldn't get through. It was just funny because I tried all these different like documentary things and they were so bad that I couldn't. There's this show or this podcast called Astonishing Legends. It's like a good it's a good podcast, but I got like 15 minutes into it, and then I was so annoyed with the paranormal expert that they brought on because he was just such a like haughty asshole. But anyways,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then I also tried to watch that Amazon Prime mockumentary called Black Eyed Children Let Me In, just for fun. Have you seen that? It's like this mockumentary.
No.
And like they went on a fundraising site to raise money for it. and it has like
Really?
a $1,500 budget.
I'm gonna look this up.
It is so bad, dude. I could not even get through it.
I'm searching it right now, and it's bringing up all the wrong suggestions.
Okay.
You don't know me. Oh, I see the cover right now, and I'm not about it.
Yeah, but it's like
Nope.
it's,
Nightmare material. Continue.
okay. Okay. So those were my sources and my attempted sources.
Fantastic.
Yeah. But I'm
All
gonna...
of my sources, by the way, come from Wikipedia. You can just Google that, whatever.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna jump straight into an example and a story because it's hard for me to explain what I want to say and what I want to specifically mean by the kids are very strange. So I'm just gonna explain with an example. So this one is a story that both from And That's Why We Drink told, and then the Thought Catalog website also covered. So I feel like it's like the classic example that people usually know about when they, or if they know about BEK already.
Okay.
So what happened was in 2008, this 12-year-old boy was waiting in the car for his mom to get her hair cut. Then after about like 15 minutes after she went in, he was waiting, he saw a kid walking back and forth in front of his car. The kid thought that he recognized him from school. Well, no, so the kid in the car thought that he recognized the boy outside from his school. So he banged on the windshield, like saying like, hey, I know you. And then he finds out, like, oh, wait, I don't know him. So that's awkward.
That's very awkward.
Yeah, but then the boy outside comes over to their window and just stares at them.
Ugh.
No
thanks.
Sorry. The author also thinks that the boy stared at him specifically so that he could see his eyes that were all black and know what he was and be freaked out. And the kid was freaked out.
Yeah.
And he described pupils black as the night sky, which is creepy. So then the boy outside tells the kid, "You must let me in."
Ooh.
And then the boy, like a good smart boy, locks the doors and he hides between the seats until his mom gets back. And when he told his mom like what happened, she told him that a strange boy asked for her keys to their car because he needed to go in and talk to her son.
Ugh.
Which is creepy on so many fucking levels, because neither the son nor the mom knows the kid.
Yeah.
And like the kid like tries to talk to the son to get him to let him in, and then somehow he knows that his mom is in that hair salon and which person she is. And he has the chutzpah to be like, "Hey, I need the keys to your car," as if she's ever gonna fucking give it to him.
So, okay, so she didn't give him the keys then.
No. She did not give him the keys.
That is good.
Yes, very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Okay.
That the black-eyed kid did not get in. A lot of the stories kind of follow similar patterns, especially of people who are like in their homes for the night. A lot of the stories that I've read are like about couples who have like woken up in the middle of the night for some, I don't know, explainable reason. And they like get up to make coffee or tea or something. And then they either hear a knock on the door or they are compelled by a feeling of dread to look outside. And then they see like usually like a pair of kids who they don't know have anything wrong with them yet. Yeah, so, and a lot of the stories, the kids seem to know before they should know that the adult sees them. Like, there was this one story of like this guy who like heard a knock on his door and he was scared, so he like crept up to the peephole, and then as soon as he got to the peephole, they were like hello, as if like they knew that he was behind the door because of telepathy.
Oh, I hate that.
I know, yeah,
I hate that so much.
It's grody, yeah. And okay, so this is the part that freaks me out the most, is that when you see them and they know that you see them, they'll usually like say something about needing help and wanting to come in to call someone, or
Yeah.
like hi, can I use your telephone to call my parents, kind of thing.
Can I use your telegraph?
Yeah, your telegraph. Yeah, I'll get into some of the weird things that have been reported that they say. But so people will like, people at this point will have a profound sense of dread, and their gut feeling is like, get away from these like creepy ass kids. Like something is not right. Like everything in my flight or fight response is telling me to like get the fuck out of there. But then it's like you're also, if you're an adult, it's your obligation to like help kids who are in trouble. So
yes.
It's like that impulse though, like, oh my gosh, there's a kid and they need help kind of thing. You know?
No, don't have that.
You don't have that? Oh, okay.
I don't have that.
Yeah. Well, I guess the people that they target specifically probably are the people who are like, oh my gosh, there's a kid. They're out in the rain, or like they're out at like 4 a.m. Like this is dangerous for them. I need to like make sure that they're safe, kind of thing.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
it's
they
like
probably cased their subjects somehow beforehand. Because if they show up on my doorstep, I'd be like, oh, goodbye.
yeah, no,
Like, I don't have that urge, that need. I mean, maybe like if they show up on my doorstep and there's like some sort of telepathic urge me to the door or whatever, like what if they trick me into coming to the door, that's another story.
Yeah.
But like on my own, I'm not like completely compelled to help children.
I know. I like wonder if it came down to it, if like I would actually still feel that if I like had to sacrifice. Anyways.
Well, something I always think about, like they're always like, oh yeah, put your oxygen mask on first before helping others. But also, like literally, if there's a child next to me and the oxygen mask comes down, I'm gonna help the child first.
Oh yeah.
Like,
yeah, for
it's
sure.
completely contradictory. I don't understand how my brain works.
I mean,
but like that's where I'm at.
I think it's like pretty clear cut in that situation. Like the child cannot put the mask on. It needs help. But like if a 13-year-old comes and knocks on their door and is like, "Can I use your phone?" Like that's more of a gray
we'll just
area.
call it's situational.
Yeah,
It's what do you call it? There's a word for that. Never mind.
There's nuance to each situation. It depends. Yeah, no. And like I think that's good actually, because the whole culture about like, I don't know. Well, no, I don't want to say like kids or no. I can't think. I need to go back to my notes. Okay.
Moving on.
Okay, so yeah, just like the kids really try to like play off of that like either human or like cultural instinct to like help kids. And like they know that a lot of like, especially like parents and stuff will be like, oh my gosh, there's a kid, I need to help them, and they like use that to manipulate them. I feel like also our generation has more of a like, I don't know, sense that like kids can be manipulative and also used as tools to get into your house and stuff. Like before like murderers started like feigning like baby crying, like people wouldn't probably, I don't know, like we're more aware now. Yes. Okay.
We lock our doors now.
We lock our doors. If we hear a baby crying outside our house, we're not going to go looking in the bushes for it because it might be a murder. They were
literally talking about on My Favorite Murder like years ago at this point. But like on an episode of My Favorite Murder, they were talking about like, you know, in the 80s, like we never fucking locked our doors. And now everyone's like locking their doors, and it's because all the like the rise of serial killers.
Yeah. And like just
We
the
just grew
amount
up in a generation that's super paranoid, like parent
of
generation that's like super paranoid because of all the things that happened back in the 80s.
yeah,
And it's not to say that it stopped happening, but like we're we're aware of it now, and
yeah,
so we're trying to take precautions.
exactly. Yeah. 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 Um al-
Like, because before this, we never imagined.
yeah. Also
Are
like
you okay?
also like the contradiction between parents who were like afraid to let their kids play outside, but then them getting mad that kids like never get any fresh air anymore.
I know, right?
Have you thought
Ugh.
about that? Like I don't know if your parents were like, you need to get out in the sunshine and play around like a little kid, but like we also weren't allowed to like go anywhere off of our property by ourselves. So it's like
No, I
how
was allowed to go out, but it was like I was encouraged to hang out with my friends at the park with them
oh
watching.
oh
But
yeah,
like
like we would
I
not
never wanted to go outside, so that was never an issue. It
yeah
was like they were always trying to get me to do like sports and hang out with my friends, and I'm just
oh
like,
yeah yeah
yeah, no thanks.
yeah
Um, but like I did sports growing up, like basically K through not K through whatever. Yeah, basically K through sophomore year of high school, and I had like a
mhm,
heart health condition, so
yeah
I couldn't go to the gym anymore.
uh-huh
But like I basically did sports, so that wasn't an issue.
hmm. Well, I wish that the Black Eyed Kids had that kind of parental supervision so that they didn't go around like this. Segue. Okay. Yes. Long story short, do not let the kids into your house.
I will not. Thank
Okay.
you.
Um. But yeah, so a lot of accounts also have the children like disguising their eyes and the fact that they're black-eyed children and just like trying so hard to seem normal. But they talk in very like outdated or overly formal ways. Um, for example, one story says the kid asked, "Can we use your telegraph?"
I hate that. I hate it
So
so much.
yeah,
I
and
think that's
like
the thing that got me the most. Like,
yeah,
ugh.
yeah. I think that was like in the 2000s, like literally. So oh yeah. Also, this story wasn't really talked about until 1996. I forget the guy's name, but he was the first person to talk about the Black Eyed Kids. So it's a pretty recent urban legend. But as Two Girls One Ghost were saying, like just because uh, someone wrote about it for the first time doesn't mean that it hadn't been happening before.
Yeah.
Because people just like didn't talk about it as much back then before the internet. So it was probably a lot harder to I don't know, like so many
Just like being gay.
yes, I'm excited to hear what you're
I'm
gonna
sorry,
say.
that was.
Just like being
It's not
gay.
the same thing.
The internet
Just like being.
disseminated the gay. God.
Yes.
Oh my god, I love it. Um yeah, but like it's just wild how much the internet has like affected the creation of urban legends and stuff. And I'm so excited in 2020 that we're finally going to be able to like look back at stuff like that and have an idea of how the internet has like impacted like us socially over time. I don't know. It's just very interesting.
Yeah.
Beyond like boomers saying like, "Wow, people don't know how to talk to each other anymore." You know, like we can, yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, so kids will disguise their eyes and talk in very outdated ways. Can we use your telegraph, for example? And that one was kind of an extreme example. But like usually they'll like ask like, "Can we use your telephone?" Not like a cell phone or
Oh
just a
my
phone.
god.
They'll be like,
Sorry.
"Can we use the landline?"
Yeah. No, I was reading a fan fiction, and it was like,
Are you kidding me? I was telling my story and you were reading a fan fiction?
not right now.
Oh,
It's
okay.
an anecdote. Hang on. So I was reading this fan fiction. It was supposed to be like a vampire in modern world, whatever. Like she's like this vampire who falls in love with this like modern reporter. It's like 2014.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, she's got like this castle and stuff. She's like reporter lady, would you like to come back to my castle? And the reporter's like, sure, because I need to get the scoop. And then they start having a conversation, and like literally every single fucking like sentence, every other word is like, oh yeah, thy. And I'm just like, no.
No.
Like, can I use thy telephone? Can I use thy telegraph? Like, can you just imagine?
No. That would actually
Can you
be
just imagine?
really scary. Yeah. Either that person is very
I'm gonna see if I
old.
can find that fan fiction for you. It's like,
I would love to read that fan fiction. Is it
it's
gay?
so hard to read.
Is it gay? Do they end up like having babies in the end?
I don't remember because I didn't finish it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's even finished. I think it's just like it ended at some point and I stopped reading it.
Okay.
But it's so fucking hard to read.
Thy. May I
Yeah.
use thy telephone?
Yeah. It's just like, come to
May
my
I have
castle.
some ketchup for
Do
my
I
apple?
enjoy tea? Like,
Jesus.
it's so bad.
So bad.
I'm gonna have to
Yikes.
fucking find it.
There
Oh
is
my
there is
God.
actually a theory that the black-eyed kids could be vampires. We'll get into that more later.
I mean, I believe it.
Yeah. But yeah, and my favorite thing that I've heard is probably a black-eyed kid someone like tells them no, you can't use their phone, goodbye, leave, and they're like, can I at least get some ketchup for my apple?
What the fuck?
It's like
Like,
they're
I love ketchup, but I don't know. I would never.
yeah, it's like they're aliens like trying to act like humans, but they just get it so wrong. Like
Yeah.
like maybe they like thought about like I don't know ketchup for my corn dog or something, but they
Maybe.
like mistake it for apple.
Or like
Yeah.
maybe apple of the earth, aka potato. Like, what are they, like French black-eyed kids? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because that's the thing, like potato in French is like pomme de terre or whatever.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
apple of the earth. It's so
yeah.
fucking weird.
But why would you put ketchup on
On your potatoes?
Yeah. Oh, on like roasted potatoes. I was thinking of
Yeah,
a baked,
like roast potatoes, French fries.
Yeah, I was thinking of a baked potato, and I could not think of
Put ketchup
any
on a
kind of
baked
potato
potato?
before that. No, you put sour cream, cheese, bacon, butter.
Listen, me as a kid really fucking loved ketchup. I put ketchup on everything, including
Yeah.
baked potatoes.
My
So I don't know
dad
where you.
loves ketchup. My dad puts ketchup on his eggs
Yeah,
and his mac and cheese.
yeah,
Wow.
it's good. Trust me on this.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I tried it. I've kind of grown out of it, but
It's good.
okay. Okay, Cody. Um.
You and Carlos. My roommate doesn't like ketchup either.
Oh my god.
I don't know what's wrong with you people.
I like ketchup just on the right things. French fries, yes. Burgers, yes. American food, basically, yes. But like mac and cheese? No. Eggs? No.
Mac and cheese is very American. I don't know what you're talking about. This
well,
is a
like,
conversation for a
But
later time.
isn't pasta Italian though?
This is a longer conversation for another time. I refuse to argue on this right now. We have
Yeah.
other things to talk about.
Okay. Black Eyed Kids. Observing Earth but not getting cultural details. That's what I have in my notes. I'm so
Yes.
intellectual. Okay, so you're not supposed to let them in. Do not let them in. We don't
Do
really
not.
know what
Okay.
happens when you let them in, except for
Uh-huh.
like one account, but we'll get there.
Okay.
But at the same time, things escalate when they know that you're not gonna let them in. I forget what
They're
story.
like telemarketers.
Yeah, they're basically Jehovah's Witnesses.
Great.
Yeah, so they'll scream or bang on the windows or door and definitely reveal their eyes to you to scare you. Which doesn't seem effective to me.
No.
Like they're definitely not gonna let you in then, buddy.
Yeah.
Kid. Scram, kid.
I hate that.
Scram, black-eyed kids. Yeah. I'm gonna write that down for a potential title. Scram, kids.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so what was probably the scariest to me is that it was kind of another story that I was reading about, like, this woman in her apartment, and she hears banging on her door, and she says, "No, I can't help you, sorry." And then they say, "You have to let me in. I can only come in if you say I can."
That's a vampire.
Yeah, I know. We'll get there. Scram, kids. Yeah, so they're like, so they can't come in unless you invite them in. Which is, yes, like vampires, and also like demonic forces too, you know? Like there's that whole thing about like Ouija boards, like you have to open the door and invite them in.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, those are a few of the theories, and we'll get into that more later. And yeah, so while most of the stories have like this creepy, like they want to come in but they can't, and it's like kind of a like physical invasion kind of scenario. There are some stories, an increasing number, where the kids are just like out and about without barriers between you and them, and yeah, so there was this article that I read on HuffPost, where they were interviewing this paranormal investigator and author named Lee Brickley. He's looking into sightings of like black-eyed kids around Cannock Chase, which I guess is a town or region in the UK. Notably, the child killer Raymond Morris also. That was like his area.
Wait, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, and like the it's called Chester Shot. I'll get to it. Anyways,
Okay.
yeah. So I'm gonna read the most recent report that Brickley got. This was in like 2014, so
Okay.
I'm sure that there is more recent, but maybe not published right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is quote. On Saturday, 13th of September, my wife and I were walking through Cannock Chase near to a Style Cop with our dog. Once we had entered the woodland and the road was no longer visible, we started to hear the giggling noise of a little girl. To our amazement, a child no taller than 1 meter in height appeared as if out of nowhere further up the path in front of us.
That's a small child.
It's tiny, yeah.
I'm sorry. Continue.
Yeah. We stopped dead in our tracks after noticing that her eyes had no color. Her head was tilted to the side in much the same way it would appear as if she had been hung. She stared at us for around 5 minutes before running away into the densely grouped area of trees. My wife wanted to follow her, but I was having none of it. End quote. So, like,
no.
Yeah,
Yuck.
so,
Oh my god.
yeah, so fucking creepy. Also,
A tiny child.
tiny.
It's
Also, it said that her eyes
I'm
had
just
no.
like imagining a child in my room right now, and I don't need that.
Oh, now you're making me imagine that. Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
I mean-
It's a child.
It's
It's a small child.
a meter. Think about a meter stick, folks.
I am.
Oh my god. Wow. Yeah.
Small child.
But so apparently, black-eyed children, or specifically this one black-eyed child, is seen roaming in that area a lot. Like an abnormal amount of sightings, like just in that area compared to the rest of the world sightings.
Wow.
Also notably, so the black-eyed kids have been seen everywhere. So it's not like there's just this place or like the United States where they are. They're everywhere, but this specific region has a lot of like paranormal history and just a lot of weird shit in addition to this child. But so
Wait, so do all of the children look alike too?
yes, I think so. So they all have black eyes, obviously. They all have pale skin, like kind of like vampire pale skin.
I was
And
wondering, are they all related? Is it the same
oh,
black-eyed children? I
we
don't
don't
think it's
know.
the same one.
We don't know. But they're pretty sure that this little girl specifically is the same one because usually they travel in pairs, but she's alone. As I was saying, there was that serial killer who was operating near the area named Raymond Morris.
Yes.
And so he killed like a tiny child who kind of fits her description. And some
Ooh,
people
I
theorize
hate that.
that black-eyed child is specifically the spirit of that girl that was murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that story kind of contradicts like other theories. Like there's because it's like it would be surprising if like all black-eyed children um were like souls of traumatized murdered children, I
Mm-hmm.
guess. Like I don't enjoy that theory because then it
No.
means that it's like as two girls one ghost was saying that like somehow like that like traumatizing death and murder and stuff like turns like an innocent good child into an evil spirit, and I just don't like that idea that like
Yeah,
if
I'm not
you
really about that.
die a horrible death then you become if like something evil happened to you then you become evil. So I don't like that.
Like you
Maybe
like become vengeful or whatever, and like
yeah,
that's not
yeah,
good for the soul.
yeah, it like also just
Don't
doesn't
encourage that.
it yeah it just also doesn't feel accurate in
Right.
other black-eyed children cases except for this one. So I don't know if it's like maybe this girl is just like a ghost of that girl who doesn't understand what's happening and she just happens to kind of mirror similar qualities as black-eyed kid. That would be my
Yeah.
theory. I don't know
Like this is
because
one specific case.
yeah, yeah. One case
Got it.
where a girl was murdered and now there's a black-eyed kid who looks like her. That's
Yeah.
pretty much the gist.
Well, you know what?
What?
Maybe it's a doppelganger.
It could be. Yeah. Yeah.
Could be a doppelganger. We'll
Yeah.
never know.
Wouldn't people like recognize it though? If like oh,
Yeah, you're
you
right.
mean like
I
specific
mean, kind
like
of.
all black-eyed children are doppelgangers? Is that
No,
what
no,
you mean?
no, no. Like the girl who was brutally murdered
Uh-huh.
has a doppelganger, and that
Oh,
doppelganger
okay.
is a black
Yeah.
children
Yeah. I got you.
child.
I got you. Yeah.
But I feel like they would like recognize her is a thing. It's like
Yeah.
wasn't that like the case of a lot of the doppelgangers? Just like on That's What We Drink, anyways.
Yeah.
Whereas like a lot of them were recognized by other people.
Exactly. Yeah, that's like why
So, like
that
it
would
seems to
be.
be like some sort of rule where like doppelgangers have to at least exist in the same-ish area.
Mhm. Mhm.
I don't know.
Fuck, I hate doppelgangers, especially when I'm high. I did
Yeah, I'm
love
sorry.
the movie
Okay.
Us though. Oh no no no. It's fine. I've accepted that I have a twin sister and she's probably gonna kill me someday.
But you do have a twin sister.
What?
But
I
you do have a twin sister.
yeah yeah. I said that I've accepted that I have a twin sister and she's my doppelganger and she's probably gonna try to kill me one day.
Are you identical twins?
Yeah
Oh, no, thank you.
yeah.
I'm sorry, that was probably very loud. Ooh. I'm sorry. I'm
Kind of
so
rude.
sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. We don't actually look that similar because she's able-bodied, so
And she's like super tall, right?
yeah, she's super
You said.
tall. She is really pretty. She's a pretty one. I also don't try to be pretty though, so I try
Well,
to
there's
be I
that.
try to be handsome and queer, and she tries to. She's so pretty.
Like straight pretty.
Straight pretty. Yeah, also
Hetero
just
pretty.
like
I hate that came out of my mouth. Okay.
LOL.
Moving on.
Funny. Yeah.
Wait, can I find her on Facebook? Is she on Facebook?
Yeah.
Am I just gonna go Facebook stalk her in the middle of the night? Okay.
I mean,
Cutting that up.
That's totally fine with me.
Oh, she is very tall.
She's very pretty. Isn't she pretty?
She's very tall.
Dude, you better say that my sister's pretty.
She's pretty.
Okay, thank you. Especially since she's my twin. That would be offensive if you're like, ow!
Well, I'm not saying she's ugly.
God, she listens to the podcast.
Oh.
I'm not saying she's ugly. This picture of us is horrible, though, when we had braces.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, that's what I'm looking at when you're telling me to tell you that she's pretty, and I'm like,
at?
ah!
Oh my god, no,
Probably another time in her life.
she looks better now. Okay, while I'm doing that and I'm eating some rice, how about you tell me what your theories are about who the Black Eyed Kids are, what they want, and why they act the way that they act.
Okay. My theory is that they're vampires.
Okay.
/ maybe they're like kids that have been sent back in time or forward in time.
Uh-huh.
That got real fucked up.
Oh god.
Like, you know how like there's always this problem of like, oh yeah, we can't send people in time because their limbs don't come with them. Maybe it's like an augmentation that like caused by time travel.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be interesting. But
either that or vampires.
Okay,
those are my only two theories.
Okay, cool.
What are your theories?
Well, I was gonna finish my little intro to it.
Yeah.
Where did they come from? What do they want? Why do they act so strange? So their theories that they're aliens.
Uh-huh.
And just because of how like they seem to have been watching like humans, but they're so obviously like not human, and they're like they know some things, but it's just like outdated or like misplaced, kind of. Like we were talking about asking for someone's landline or telegraph. It's like they've been watching, so they know that at one point in human history there were telegraphs, but they just got like transported, as you said, to like a new time. And now in 2020.
Oh my god.
What?
What if they're birds?
Oh, honey. Oh,
I'm sorry,
honey.
just a reaction. Like, what if... Because, like, birds don't exist, right? Like, that's the conspiracy. Birds don't exist. They're just government... whatever's. Like, birds are actually extinct.
That
and they're, like, government drones. What if they're just birds?
Oh my god.
Big Brother trying to check on you.
Well, if that's the case, a seagull once pooped on me. So I'm gonna have some words with people who are controlling
you.
That. It was marking me. God. I was already paranoid that someone came into my apartment while I was here without me knowing and stole my phone. And now I have this to deal with. Thank you. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
I actually literally just forgot what we were talking about. God damn it. Okay, well, I'm a socialist. I should just say it now so that you can take me out. NSA. NSA. I'd say if I'm like a level 6 paranoia, you're like a level 8. Okay, theory is that they're aliens because they're weirdly telepathic. They can like know that you're behind the door, even though you're behind a door. Also theory that because of the black eyes, they could kind of look like grays, you know? Like the gray aliens with the big black eyes.
Oh, I hate those.
Yeah.
Oh, no thanks.
I don't like those. Those are the X-Files
Like,
ones.
no offense for aliens, but like, I'm really not about you.
Yeah. Also, there's, like, Men in Black vibes of kind of, like, a surveillance sort of, there's the story about, about, oh yeah, it's like one of the only accounts that we have about like what happens if you do let the black eyed kids in. And
Mm-hmm.
so what happened was this couple like let them in, and then it to like use the phone, and then they went to the phone, and then they came right back, and they're like, we or our parents are on their way or something, even though they hadn't used the phone, and they had said that they want to come in to use the phone to tell their or to call their parents, and then they're just like did like a quick look around, and then they're like, oh, our parents are coming. So they,
Even though they didn't use the phone,
yeah. So
they
basically,
asked
they
to use
just
the phone, but didn't use it.
yeah. It's like they just wanted to be invited in so that they could go like look at something, or like just for the sake of coming in, kind of. And then like 3 minutes after they had been inside, they were like, okay, we're gonna go now. And then a car pulled up with these two guys in suits, and one of the guys gets out and puts the kid in this like black car, and they drive off.
Ew.
I know,
I don't
yeah,
remember that part.
yeah. So
Oh.
that's what happens when you let them in. Like basically nothing happens, but that almost makes it creepier because it's like then you're
Yeah.
like, what if
Is
they're
there
just
like
gonna?
an aftermath?
I
Like,
don't.
are they gonna come back and like do something to me now that they've been in my house and they know what it looks like?
The aftermath was that like 2 weeks later, the husband was diagnosed with skin cancer, like
Ooh.
at this like something similar to what you would get from radiation poisoning.
Mm-hmm.
And that's also why some people think that it's aliens, because that's kind of a classic sign of like a UFO encounter is radiation poisoning.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, the husband got skin cancer, and then the wife suddenly started having like chronic nosebleeds. But other than that, there was nothing that really happened, other than probably eternal dread and trauma.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna be worried that like, there's that age-old trick of like, oh, the scouts come and like case the place, and then like they bring back an entire fucking army. Like,
Yeah. Oh, I hadn't thought
I don't
about
like that.
that. I hadn't thought about them like coming back with more. Oh, yeah. Two Girls, One Ghost did have the theory that like maybe they just wanted to be let in because they only need to ask once, and then once they are, they can just come and go as they please.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing with like vampires too.
Uh huh.
Like some legends are like, oh, they only need to be invited in once and then they come back to your house.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like some legends say that they have to be invited in every single time.
Yeah.
But like if this is the one where it's like they only have to be invited in once, then they can come back and do whatever whenever.
Exactly.
Not about
Wild.
it. No,
Yeah.
thank you.
I know. I don't love it. Um. Yeah. So another theory is that they're demons, which is also kind of because of that like theme of invitation, but also then that black eyes and like folklore and a lot of things like represent like presence of the demonic, like when you're possessed, like your eyes turn black and like just so there's that symbolism. And then there's also like the sense of doom that they like put on people, I guess. Demonic presences also will do that. And then
Mm-hmm.
how the black eyed kids like try to manipulate people through like feigning a childlike likeness, I guess. It's fucked up because it's like also just taking advantage again of that like human instinct. So the black eyed kids could also be vampires, as we talked about. What do they want? That is a big question. Do they want our souls? I don't know. Maybe they want information about the human race or to instill terror. They could also just want to get their foot in the door in some weird way that we don't even know. Just like how they like came in. They're like, okay, cool, thanks. And it's
Sorry,
like,
my mic.
did you just want to do, yeah, or like, They needed, yeah, I don't. Maybe, holy shit, maybe they're trying to put cameras. Maybe they put things
See, I
there.
told you they're the fucking birds.
Or they put things there. They put things in your. That would make so much sense because it's like that would be the perfect timing for if you're like, okay, I just want to come in. I'm gonna go down the hall, and maybe walk around for like 2 minutes, and then that would be like enough time to put something in there, you know.
Yeah, I'm not about it.
Okay, yeah. Well, thankfully, neither of us have let in the Black Eyed Kids.
Nope.
But
this is my maintenance man. In which case, oh boy.
Yeah. Also, though, the question is that their methods obviously aren't that effective because they don't get let in that much. At least not that we know.
I'm wondering, like, what's the statistical whatever?
Yeah. Like, most of the stories are like, I did not let them in. And there's only, like, that one that I've really heard of about what actually happens. Unless people don't live to tell the tale, usually.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, that could happen. Oh, well, shit. Okay. Well, that just goes down the drain of my whole theory. I wrote, their methods obviously aren't effective enough to physically harm people on a broad scale, so it seems like the goal would be something more covert. Like, I don't know. Like, why would they keep doing the same thing that they're doing if they don't get let in that much? You know?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, like, it's gotta be a good ratio of people
who let them in, unless the act
to make it worth it.
Yeah, unless the act of asking to get in is what their goal is.
Yeah,
and then just that, like, alone of like terrifying people or like, I don't know. Yeah, it's just weird because, like, usually when I think about like folklore and like cryptids and ghosts and stuff, they do stuff because it like works. And it's not like that often that, I don't know, like that a ghost is or something paranormal is like bad at its job, kind of, you know? So, I don't know.
It's all very creepy and I just, oh, no thank you.
Yeah. Well, that's it, folks.
You've properly spooked me and I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah. I'm ready.
And try not to have nightmares. We've literally been recording for 4 hours now.
Yeah, I was gonna.
I have to cut this down to like an hour and a half. We'll see.
I was like, oh, by the time that we're done recording, I probably won't be intoxicated anymore because.
And I probably will have sobered up, but I'm still drinking, so that's.
Yeah, I'm still.
Doesn't help.
Okay, well, thanks for listening. We are very sleepy, as we just said.
You can find all of our socials on Twitter at Horror Corner Pod, on Instagram at Horror Corner Podcast, on YouTube where you should be listening to all of our episodes at Horror Corner Podcast. What else do we have? We don't have Facebook or anything.
No. Do we want to do Facebook? No. I don't want to do Facebook. I don't like Facebook.
Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Patreon.
Yeah. We're gonna be releasing some mini episodes.
More intoxicated episodes.
Well, hopefully we'll have a few like actually coherent ones mixed in there. But
yeah, no, absolutely. We'll see but yeah, you can absolutely support us for any episode, all of our episodes on patreon.com/horrorcornerpodcast. You can email us with reviews, comments, pictures of animals. Label them clearly so that I can separate dogs from every other animal. Because I will only look at dogs.
God damn it.
And yeah, until next time, Elle, take us away. Take us away? Take it away. Take it away.
Well,
take it away, Ernie.
Well, that's gonna do it for us, folks. Is that what I'm supposed to say?
I think so.
Okay. Well, that's gonna do it for us. Thank you for listening. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Please support us. Even
Please
if
subscribe.
even if it's just subscribe. Like, monetary stuff is cool too, but even just hitting that subscribe button gives me a little bit of joy, which is worth more in its weight than rent money. No, that's not true. Okay, well, thank you for listening. We'll be sober next time, maybe.
Maybe.
Okay.
We will be recording in the morning again, so
Yeah, so probably not drunk.
We are those people.
I almost ended it by saying, and that's why we drink.
I know.
God
we
damn
do
it.
every single time.
Okay. And this is the horror corner. Thank you for hanging out in our corner.
We're leaving now. Goodbye.
Bye.